Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. And today we have Pepper Ann. This is a 1997 originally 1997 animated series that ran through for 3 seasons through 2000, and it's very 90s. It is very 90s, and it is very hand drawn animation as compared to digital. And it's not 3D. It's very 4:3 aspect ratio, very square on your screen. It's not stretched out or anything. It is 100% very 90s. Uh, you get to experience the middle school life all over again with Pepper Ann. She's a brand new seventh grader in this, and she's overconfident at other times, completely humiliated at others. And in the first episode, Zitterella, well, you get to discover what happens, what kind of shame and degradation she struggles through as she tries to cover up a zit in time for photo day. I think that story's been used like a billion times throughout Disney Channel history, but all the little live action shows. I'm sure Hannah Montana had it to deal with it at some point, and every other child that is in had their own series had to deal with a weird zit on photo day. It seems like a trope, I'm pretty sure. But how she handles it as well, it's one humiliation upon another, and she's forced to go to the mall in that only freaks and geezers go to, not the cool mall, just the awful bargain basement mall. And it's a struggle just to disguise herself so nobody notices who she is while she goes to buy zit cream. And she's forced to buy a whole bunch of other things just to hide the fact that she's there for zit cream. But can she avoid that secret for very long? No, no, of course not. Humiliation follows her wherever she goes. It's just part of the thing. By the way, the first episode, I only watched one. I've only watched that one. Is a full half hour of one story. They're each about 22 minutes long. But future episodes contain 2 stories per episode. So that's, you get double the story, although much shorter. Over 3 seasons, and 3 seasons, good grief, it's how many episodes? Honestly, I'm gonna admit to you, I never heard of this show. If I have, I never watched it. So I was not in the era of where I was not of an age where I was gonna be watching cartoons about a middle school girl. It's just not my thing. So 13 and 39 episode third season. What? Well, how do you go from the 39 episodes from 13? Jeez, I've heard of one pilot season and then just expanding, but holy cow! So anyway, that's a lot of seasons. That's a lot of episodes for a show I don't think I've really ever heard of. I don't recognize the animation stuff, but it's part of that group of 90s. It feels a little bit Rugrats. Style animation. It's very fluid. The camera, as they animate it, moves around a lot. It's not a lot of just static backgrounds with characters moving in and out of it. It moves. It's very enveloping. That's not the word I want, but it's like that. But yeah, it's very interactive. It's got just lots of fun, shticky type humor, and yeah, it all comes down to dealing with seeing as Pepper Ann deals with friends, enemies, popularity, shame, all that stuff. And yeah, it's the kind of thing anybody in junior high would deal with. So yeah, it's not the kind of show that I don't think I'd watch, especially now at my age, even older than I was when this came out. But it's I think it's probably got a decent following from what I could tell. She's it's I think maybe I've seen this character before. I just didn't know what it was from. I figured maybe it was a grown up Rugrat or something. I don't know. Either way, this is created by this. It's created by Sue Rose. So it's I don't know if it's based on a book or anything else, a series of books that she created or anything. But yeah, this is the kind of thing that you're old enough now that for those of you who grew up with it, you can look back on it, and it's now 25 years later at least, and you can say, this is the 25th anniversary since it came out. Sheesh. Yeesh. That's a lot. So yeah, it's you can celebrate your youth, how you grew up. Now that you probably have kids of your own that I I don't know if they're old enough to be Pepper Ann, but you can give them a crash course and show them what growing up was like for you. And hey, cartoons. How can kids say no to cartoons? Oh, that's right. They'll have their face in video games. Now I sound like an old man, and I am. But yeah. All right, Pepper Ann. It was actually funny. It was actually really good, and it's even though, like I said, I'm not going to watch the rest of it more than likely. Still, I think it's something worth checking out if you haven't seen it before. So let's pick tomorrow's episode, the final episode of 2022.
231.
What do we got? 231. 231. Is it going to be a major finisher? 231. It's a short-ish, but it is definitely unique. It's one of the last 3 Lego-themed episodes, but it's not Star Wars. The other 2 are Star Wars, but this one is Lego Disney Frozen. Northern Lights. Lego Disney Frozen Northern Lights. So you get to see Anna, Elsa, Olaf as Legos. Of course. That's the logical thing. Although I have a feeling it's going to be in the sort of Friends shaped figures that they make for girls. Like girls can't enjoy the normal minifigure type things. I don't know. Either way, it's from Lego. It's Lego Disney Frozen Northern Lights animated short. So that's what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.